So I just wanted to document my pond failures because they've been so significant. I've built a lot of fish ponds in my mini days and been done fairly well, but these, my God, it's literally just abject failure. So here's kind of what we've done so far. So let me kind of walk through this a little bit. So basically what the background for these bodies of water are this rain barrel system. So rain basically comes in over here off all the roofs of the house here in the garage, and once those fill up, they get pumped into these big barrels here. So there's two of these suckers. They're 3,000 gallons a piece. I can fill that 6,000 gallons up in about 2 to 3 hours of Austin rain, because Austin has pretty significant rainstorms. So basically from there, what happens is these little pipes that are here are actually coming out of this little connection. So essentially what I've got is, this is the pipe that runs to my pump, which is over there, which I use to water the yard. But this one takes off a little early before the pump, and it's plumbed into all these. Now, it's not completely done yet, but it basically allows me to fill these ponds with gravity. So as long as the water is above, kind of that level, which is just maybe a third of the way up, I can drip or pour water into these things. And so then once they fill up, there are pipes that come out under. They fall into this little reservoir, and then they get pumped out. Once that fills up, it gets pumped right back out into the barrels. So bottom line is that I can cycle that water and have a constantly new set of water coming in. So and also too, I've got this little air pump, which is plumbed to everything. So that's what has given me the air bubbles everywhere. I've got little sponge filters in there. So I'm changing water, and I'm running air filters. So why is the water so brown? Well, the issue is that I'm also underneath some giant trees, and these giant trees also fall on my roof, and so basically all the water gets filtered through these leaves continuously, and they fall in here continuously, and it's turning the water brown and making it super acidic. I mean, literally, I don't know how well it shows up, but that is brown water. From clean water coming in, clean rainwater coming in, this system turns that water brown. That's probably pretty good for plants, but the fish do not like it. So, yeah. This one actually is I'm being chased by a bee. Get out of here. Get. This one is the best of the group, but even it is pretty bad. I think in order to salvage these guys, I've got to move them out from under. I'm being chased by a bee. I got to move them out from under the trees somewhere else in the yard. So that's kind of the first failure. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, get out of here. 5 ponds, which, completely failed. And then so this is just a little pond that I put in as, kind of to water the animals when they're out here and stuff like that. And I've got this, it's a little solar air pump, which I thought, hey, that'd be great, right? So it did pretty well for, I don't know, a couple of weeks, but now it's kind of dead. You can see this is also underneath this big pecan tree here. So it is full of leaves as well. Not doing too well. I did put some fish in some of the ponds back over yonder, those first ones I showed you, but they all died because of the water quality, because of the leaves. So on to the next one. So this is my kind of garden, which I've been working on since I've been at the house a year or so. It's coming along pretty good. But so I thought, of course, let's put a pond in here because it'll be covered eventually by grapes that cruise up here and give it some shade. But I've been filling this with the rainwater. I have it plumbed from all the way over there. There's a plumbing to bring rainwater to water the garden and also to fill this pond. And I've got this little Laguna filter, which I've always had great luck with these guys, which is operating on here. And just never quite clears up. The goldfish that I put in here, probably can't see them very well because of the reflection, but they've been surviving, but they're not thriving. So in fact, I can see one dead one down there. So like I said, I've built some really big, kind of amazing ponds, and these aren't going very well. So at least the garden's pretty. And this one here, this is Hank's pond. That's Hank. Hi, Hank. What you doing, buddy? Hi, buddy. Hi. Hank's a 6-month-old emu. And these are all of Hank's little friends, the chickens that he loves. But yeah, so this is actually probably the most successful one in terms of clarity and all that kind of stuff. So it gives them some good clean water for them to drink. They also have some other sources, but they actually choose to drink out of here. And this has got a power head on it with a big sponge filter, kind of a very coarse one, so we can kind of continue moving this water. No plants or anything, no fish in here. All these ponds have only been set up for 4 months, so we're still trying to get things figured out. But I just thought I'd document the abject failures of all my ponds so far at the new house. What do you think, Hank? Pretty bad, huh? Yeah, pretty bad, huh, buddy? That's what I say too, Rooster.